Hello. Someone wrote to me and asked me to talk about gear. Let's start with the most important piece of gear first. Your brain. Take the motorcycle safety class. Okay. Now, you gotta protect that brain. Get a helmet. Helmets are very finicky. You have to be very careful what kind of helmet you have and the helmet that you choose. So, oh, did you guys see that? Did you guys see how that worked? We got this automated trash system where the operator picks up the trash. Okay, so the helmet that you want is one that fits. So what you gotta do is you gotta get a helmet that will work for you. Yeah, you like that, huh? And there it is. It's put down. Yeah, that's what we got here in Hawaii. In Honolulu, at least, you got these trash bins. Okay, so go to a store, get a helmet, try different ones on, and get one that fits. It might not be the one that's prettiest or the one that you really like, and that was the case for me. I had a whole bunch of helmets that I really liked, but it just didn't happen. It just didn't work because it just didn't fit. Some heads have more of an egg shape and some have more of an oval shape. I size out to be an extra large, on the small side of extra large, but because my head is more like a ball instead of an egg, for this brand of helmet that I'm wearing, this brand of helmet fits egg-shaped heads better. I did buy like a lot of different helmets, let me tell you, and like I have like a K-Bird Justissimo, which is kind of like the Schuberth. It has that inner visor look to it, and what the deal is with the K-Bird is the top is like an egg shaped, like, you know how the egg is like a tip, you know, on one side of an egg it's sharper, so it sits on my head really high because the top of my head is wide. So you gotta just get a helmet that's gonna fit nice and right, and not too snug, but just right where you can slip your fingers just snugly between your cheek and you know, like the side of the helmet. So it shouldn't be loose though. Loose is not good. It should be fairly snug, but not, you know, not painful snug or not discomforting snug. Okay, so that's with the helmet. I ended up doing a lot of trial and error by ordering on eBay, which is a mistake. I should have. Well, I couldn't get the right helmet with the Schuberth because I couldn't find any dealers. So I ended up getting 3 Schuberths, and I sold one, and I'm keeping one for keeping one for, like, I don't know, if somebody wants a ride for a passenger, you know, the feminine persuasion. Okay, so next I would say gloves. Gloves is really high up there on the list. When you fall, man, your fingers get abraded off. You don't want to lose your fingers. So the best type of glove to get is all leather. I wear these fabric gloves, you know, because it's so freaking hot here. So I'm sure I got I just like these fabric gloves because I can fold them, and I can just shove them in my jacket or inside of my helmet or wherever. I have a few leather gloves, but they're hot. They're pretty hot. You can solve that problem by perforating the leather with a leather punch, and I got a video showing that, or it's either that or I haven't set it up yet, but I bought this leather punch on eBay, and I'm poking holes in my shoe. I'll make a video. I'll post a video on how it's done, and you can perforate your gloves too. The leather part though, you don't want to perforate the fabric. Next we come jackets. Oh yeah, and glove should fit pretty snug too. It shouldn't be loose because it'll slip off. A lot of people like full gauntlet, and a lot of people like short cuff, you know, wrist cuff length. I have both. I have the full gauntlet and the wrist cuff, and I end up using the wrist cuffs, you know, and I don't know, I can go with both, but because I'm here in the city, you know, I'm not fully geared. There's a lot of people that say you should wear all gear all the time, and you know, for the most part, yeah, that's right, you should, you really should, because you know, you never know when you're gonna fall, right? You never know when you're gonna have an accident. I don't follow that rule because maybe because I'm irresponsible. Boy, that was hard to say. Okay, jacket now. Get a jacket that fits snug. You know, the ideal jacket, the most protective jacket is a leather jacket. Leather, by far, hands down, is always gonna outperform the fabric, you know, the nylons, the Cordura nylons, and the meshes. But I have both. I have a leather and I have a mesh jacket. I end up not wearing the leather jacket because it's so hot here. My jacket is the Icon Pursuit, where it's fully perforated. But just putting it on makes me sweat, and when I ride, I sweat when I ride, and it's so hot here in Honolulu, or in Hawaii. You know, living in the tropics, it just bakes you to death. So I end up wearing a mesh jacket like all the time, except when I'm irresponsible. No, when I go out on rides, I put on a jacket. I make sure I put on that jacket. So, as far as fit goes, it really shouldn't be loose, because what happens is if you fall, you don't want that jacket rolling up your waist, and then there your whole torso is not protected, right? So you really need to protect your body, and the jacket, the real, if you look at the MotoGP racers, their jackets are really tight, and they have a hard time, how to say, it's hard for them to reach over and touch their shoulder, because their jackets are already pre-curved, and when they stand up straight, the sleeves are like down to their knuckles, because when you're extended, it's supposed to be the right length and offer full protection. You don't want the sleeves walking up on you. Now, one of the features of jackets, if you're going to get like not a non-tight leather jacket, I forgot, and the reason why the jackets are tight also, like in the arms, is so that the elbow pads don't roll around. So if you fall, you don't want the elbow pad to roll off. Okay, so what a lot of the mesh jackets have done is they've included forearm straps where you strap your forearm down and tighten it down, and they also have bicep straps where it straps down the bicep, so it holds the shoulder pad and also the elbow pad in place. So if you do fall, those pads are there, they won't roll off and, you know, give yourself less protection. Now, if you're a lady and you have an hourglass shape, you do want to go with the ladies' cuts. So it is loose on your body. It's actually nice and tight and tasty looking. Now, if you're a golf ball like me, like rounded like this, then it don't matter. You're just gonna have to find unisex will work. That is a unisex jacket will work. Okay, and of course, I got boots. Boots are good. You want to protect your toes. You always want to wear shoes that cover your ankles. I know a lot of people don't because whatever, it's inconvenient. But your ankles and your toes are the first to go if you fall. And it's really nasty if you lose your ankle. You lose like a half an inch due to abrasion on the ground. So I got these, you know, it covers my ankles. You know, the ideal thing, using boots that go all the way to just under the knee. I have those, but I don't wear them. These I wear, you know, these are very practical. I haven't punched holes in this, but I'm going to, because it's hot here, I want to punch the holes. And I think that covers it. Oh yeah, and lastly, what I don't have is pants. I need to get armor pants or some kind of mesh pants. There you go.